inaugural Bulls make it 4 in a row today against a former Bulls legend that's coaching on the opposite side. We're going to talk about it all and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host here, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that being said, let's go ahead and get it, man. This is going to be a fun game. I think this game against the Golden State Warriors, when you look at it, the Bulls are going to have to be on their P's and Q's defensively. And also, if they can play some efficient offense, they can really find a lane in this game. The Golden State Warriors are the 10th best defense, but the 10th best offense, but the ninth worst defense in the league. So there's definitely some areas for improvement. The Bulls are also going to definitely have to rebound the ball well in this game if they're going to want to be able to have success in it. That's going to be something that definitely can help them find their little lanes and things like that. And overall, still watching to see how does Zach LaVine continue to fit in with this team and their play style and things like that. Him and Kobe really uplifted us into that win. Can the Bulls make it 4-0? Man, that's what we're looking to go for. Every time we try to get to a 4-0 win streak, something crazy happens. Let's hope that's not the case today against the Golden State Warriors. This is, like I said, this is a team that's definitely beatable, but it's also not the team as bad as some people try to make it out to be. When a lot of people talk about the Golden State Warriors now, they talk about it like they're just this horrible basketball team that can't still fill it up at times. And the fact of the matter is they can. And especially if the Bulls aren't locked in, they will absolutely get their asses kicked tonight. So they can't overlook anything. They have to come in here. They have to be prepared. They have to be ready to go. And they have to execute on both sides of the ball extremely well. Our bench can be a big difference maker for the Chicago Bulls tonight. When you look at Andre Drummond, maybe Patrick Williams, Ayo Dosunmu, and Dalen Terry off that bench, or if Patrick Williams is back in the starting lineup, then it'll be Alex Caruso coming off the bench. So we'll end up seeing what that lineup looks like. I want to see a better minute split from Billy Donovan as well. There is no reason for Andre Drummond to only play 13 minutes in that last game. That was just not a good decision when it comes down to it, because it's not like he was in foul trouble for real or anything else like that. So, we'll end up seeing if we have a better balance in regards to that. Let's hope that that's the case. But overall, listen, the crowd's going to be electrified today. It's Ring of Honor Day. We're going to have a lot of legends in the building on top of all of that. And it should be an extremely fun game to watch, in the atmosphere, like I said, should be really fun in the United Center for this game. So let's hope that the Bulls really live up to the energy and everything coming into this game. And we just see a team that performs well and takes care of fucking business. That's really what it just boils down to. Come in and take care of business. Stand on business. That's all we need to see when it comes down to it, man. And hopefully that ends up being the case, man. And hopefully Billy Donovan really coaches this team well. And listen, the Golden State Warriors are going to be without Draymond, without Moody as well in this game. So they're going to be missing players just like we're missing players, but we definitely got to take care of business today. Let's go and see how you guys are feeling about this game. We got Tay Hollins in the building, says, this is going to be a great test tonight. Yes, the Warriors are struggling, but you can never count them out. Go Bulls, C-Red. Completely agree with you, Tay. 100% on the same wavelength as you. Anthony Vargas says, hope Kobe White is going to be cooking three-pointers tonight, Haize. Listen, I don't care when it comes down to that. Just play good basketball. Like, I know some people get caught up in the threes or how you score. I don't care. Just go out there and take care of business. That's it. JK says this game is going to test our perimeter defense. We got to feed Vooch down in the paint. He should eat against Kevon Looney. Yeah, I mean, him and Drum. This is a game where, and that's why I said, like, Drum is going to be a key to this game, because they don't have a whole hell of a lot of size on that Golden State Warriors team. So this is definitely one of those matchups where Vooch and Drum are both playing really well. This can be a game in which they feast in, and especially Drummond. Like, bringing a player like Drummond off the bench is such a luxury that teams around the league just don't have. So bringing him against the bench, off the bench against this Golden State Warriors team and how they're weak in the middle, it can really bust that up. And so hopefully Drum is playing well, because they are going to go small. They're going to try to get out and run. But if Drum can come in there, he can rebound the ball defensively well to keep them off the offensive boards. It's going to go a long way when they do try to go small, of kind of busting that up some. Sydney says this is going to be the most memorable game yet. My parents are going, and I wish I was too. Curious to see how they integrate Kerr today at the game. Hope the Bulls pull this dub with the Ring of Honor. Hope, listen, it's so many storylines, right? It'll be a 4-0 win streak against a former Chicago Bull who's the coach on the other side. The Ring of Honor night, like, let's get it done. I can't wait to see if Zach has a renewed pride in this game, being a more complete player, or if he will gradually slip back into his old ways. I mean, that's a fair question to have, right? Because listen, even when Zach LaVine's shot wasn't falling, when he came back, you could tell a difference of how locked in Zach LaVine was defensively. If he can keep that up, man, listen, you're talking about a player that is definitely going to impact winning, right? So let's hope that that's the case, right? I don't want to see Zach regress back into like how he kind of falls asleep on off ball defense. Let's stay locked in and engaged and see. Let's see what we can do. JK says the one thing that worried me about Zach was him trying to chase the triple double last game. I don't feel like he was. Personally, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying my personal feeling on looking at it, I don't feel like he was trying to chase a triple double. I think he was just out there doing what the team needed and trying to play within how this team is playing. But we'll end up seeing, man. We'll see. Let's see what else we got. I think Billy needs to let Kobe run the offense. If he wants Zach or DeMar taking the last shot, then let Kobe bring the ball up and let him set them. Well, I mean, Kobe does run the offense. Now, it's not a traditional, and very few teams run it where the point guard is bringing the ball up, and that's just not modern day basketball anymore. But I do want to see him trust Kobe White's decision making later in the game as well. Alex R says, Bulls Nation, let's catch this dub. Hey, we definitely want a dub. That's for damn sure. Joe the Blacksmith. I have a feeling this is going to be a fun game. I have that feeling as well. Definitely have that feeling as well that this is going to be a fun game. Archangel says, are we at Golden State? No, it's Ring of Honor night. Archangel, we're at home. We in the UC tonight, baby. You made it another day, man. I'm proud of you. Some people don't understand what it takes. Most men die at 25. They're just buried at 75. God bless. Talk to someone if y'all need brothers. It's brave. Whoa, how did we get so deep? I mean, all that's facts, right? I want to be clear here. All of that is facts. But what are we doing? What are we doing? Wait, is MJ and Pippen there tonight? MJ's not. They said the last thing that I read is they have no word on if Pippen's going to be there or not. Nas in the building says, yo, I'm back home, South Side, so we got to win. See Red. Hey, from your lips to God's ears, brother. Defense is key tonight and run the sweet life, and we get this win. See Red. Hey, I feel you, Maurice. Do you think Patrick lost the starting role, or is it just because of he's injured? I feel like it's just because of him being injured. Keep in mind, he's come back and played 2 games now. He almost didn't play that first game. So I'm thinking it's just the injury, but it's a Billy Donovan coach team. You never know. Billy Donovan may wake up one day and say, Alex Caruso, you're a starting center now. Melvin says this should be a game where we feed Vooch and Drummond more in the post. I don't think Warriors have enough size to stop them. That's my game plan so far. Vooch and Drummond should go off today. Hey, I wouldn't mind seeing a 20-10 game from both of them. Matter of fact, fuck that. Let's get 40 points and 40 rebounds from our 2 centers. Can we get can we get 40 points combined and let's say 32 rebounds? I feel like that's doable. Can we get that? I feel like that's doable today. How's the latest updated injury report, like the game time injury report? I don't think it's been released as of yet. Let's see what I can find. I swear, every time I'm looking something up, that's when the internet decides to move slow. It's every single time. Like, I don't know. No, only players on the injury report are Torrey Craig and Lonzo Ball. Surprisingly enough, Lonzo Ball is still on the injury report. I feel like that's surprising. I just knew he was going to make his return today. I want to see them attack the paint, then spray it out and open threes when they can start collapsing. That sounds like my bedroom game plan. What are we talking about? Let me stop playing. Hype for this game anyway. Yeah, definitely hype for this game. It's going to be a fun one. Nenort Marcus says, what's up, Haize? Let's win 4 in a row. See Red. Let's hope so, man. Let's hope so. Jeremy says, are they doing the ceremony at halftime or before? I believe it's before the game starts. I think it's at 6:30. And I don't know if they're televising it either. I don't know if they are. Think Drum gets over 15 minutes? I hope so in this game. I definitely hope so. Delbert in the building says, yeah, good point about Zach's defense. It's been excellent. It really has. It really has. Do. Vucci and Drummond should go crazy on the boards, especially against Looney and Kuminga. Heard MJ and Scotty won't be at the ceremony, but can definitely pull out the win against a former Bull. Let's hope that that's the case. And just like that, Wendell Carter Jr. A few people arguing to me how we dropped the ball. No injury prone, hasn't done much, which has been way better upgrade regardless of how people feel. Yeah, and I think that the people who try to say that the Wendell part of it is the part that we missed on are just wrong. They're just complaining. The part that we whiffed on in that trade was the 2 first-round picks. Trading Wendell Carter for Nikola Vucevic wasn't nothing. Nikola Vucevic has been a better center than Wendell Carter Jr. Wendell Carter Jr. has not improved a shred. He's gotten more minutes and has a larger role, but he has not improved at all. At all. Not even a little bit. Cameron in the building says, I always worry about any team we face that has 3-point shooters. We make teams not good at threes look good sometimes. That's a fact. And that's been this case for like 4 years at this point. Let's go Bulls. Can't wait to see Kobe match up against Curry. Let's get this W. You know what? I honestly hadn't even thought about that. And thinking so much about this game, I hadn't even thought about that. It's going to be a tall test. Hoping the Bulls to win. Warriors surpass the Bulls on many things. When is the last time that we won on their home court, though? Well, we're not at Golden State Warriors. We're in Chicago today. But I won't say that they surpassed the Bulls in many things. We're actually a lot closer in most of their statistics. Now, they're definitely a better 3-point shooting team, but we'll see how that goes. Haize, if I were you, I wouldn't be too worried about Patrick Williams. Who said I was worried about Patrick Williams? Like sometimes, Shay, you don't know how to just say your opinion without making it seem like you're against somebody. Like every time I'm here to tell y'all, just say what you got to say. I wouldn't be. Just say what you got to say. Just say, hey, I think Patrick Williams is going to be. Why do you have to preface everything? You're like the Black Marquet. You don't have to preface everything by being against what somebody else thinks. Just say your opinion, brother. Just say your opinion. You know basketball. Just say your opinion. Do you see Io and Dalen Terry in our future lineup? Go Bulls. I mean, they're in our current lineup. So yeah. What are we talking about? Cashley, MJ gonna tell Pippen man, hey, listen, that was wild. I don't know if you guys saw the clip or not, but it's funny that on the day of the Ring of Honor ceremony, they released the clip. Like Larsa Pippen and Jordan's son were on like some talk show, and they were like, "You guys have sex 5 times a day?" It's like, hey, that's crazy. That's why Pippen was probably about to get it. He was probably packing the shit. It was like, I ain't even going, man. I'm not even gonna go. Bathor Payne says, hope he will gets well soon and can ball the fuck out. My greatest fear is the moment we see him looking like more of a player than just a guy. He gets buried behind depth and is expected to do the same with less. I mean, the thing is that Patrick Williams, even when he came off the bench, had a lot of the same opportunities. But with Pat, he can create opportunities for himself because that's what he was doing when he was playing with that energy. Let's hope that that's the case as well. See, this is what I mean from Shay. Haize, remember outside of Kevin, why did my name have to be put in there? All you got to do is say Kevon Looney don't have a lot of rim protection or size. Why you got to be remembered? What makes you think that I forgot? All right, what are we talking about here, Shay? What are we doing? Just say your opinion. It don't take that much, Shay. What are we doing, man? 3 years I've been dealing with your shit. Come on, man. Do better, Shay. Do better. In the case that Zach ends up staying with us for the rest of the season, what does he have to change about his game long term to fit in the new player dynamic? What he's been doing since he got back. I mean, honestly, lock in defensively, play efficient offense, catch and shoots, and move the ball around. And Zach's been doing those things, right? He's been doing those things. So Marcus and Larsa Pippen will be at the ceremony. That is hilarious. That would be hilarious. Does Brian Windhorst hate Zach LaVine, saying he has no trade value and his contract is too big? Is he simping for the Lakers? No, because I think that there's legitimately some things that are going around. I definitely think that that's some things that's going around. Delbert says, what are you eating tonight for the game? My woman. Wait, what? Huh? That's not what I said. No, I already ate before the game. Like I can't keep eating late. I'm old. So I had tri-tip. I had some mashed potatoes. By the way, if y'all don't know what tri-tip is, you need to get hip to tri-tip. But tri-tip, I had some potatoes and a salad. That's it. I kept it very simple today. Now I'm cracking about 4-5 beers during the game, though. About 4-5 of them. So, it is what it is. Do you think all the former players being there will light a fire under the team? I'm hoping to see even more grit tonight than usual. I mean, possibly. I think if Jordan was in the building, maybe. But we'll see. We'll see. I would love to see Terry go up against. See, look, you didn't even have to say, hey, remember, hey, don't you think that let's see, look, a well-rounded approach. Shay, look at Shay, our own Dalen Terry, Shay here. Shay's my little brother, y'all. Please, I swear I'm not being an ass. Shay knows I give him shit. I would love to see Terry go up against Klay Thompson. I don't know if he's ready for that. I mean, I don't think it really matters at this point. Because Klay Thompson ain't even Klay Thompson. Like, you just got to call him Mr. Thompson at this point. Because Klay ain't Klay no more. Like, Klay is something different, bro. And I don't mean that in a positive way. Klay is mighty pedestrian right now, bro. Mighty pedestrian. So, you know, I mean, that's not to say that he still can't go off and fill it up, because he can, right? I don't want to act like the man can't still drop points on your neck. But Klay Thompson is mad regular right now. That's all I can say. He's mad regular. I hope Zach and Kobe have a huge game and wreck narratives of the both of them not being able to coexist. I don't know where that narrative came from, because when we saw prior to this season, Kobe White's best season was when he was a starter next to Zach LaVine most of those games. So, and they've been there the longest. Something is telling me they'll be locked in tonight, or I don't want to jinx this shit. Hey, I feel you, Sydney. Definitely feel you on that one. Tri-tip is dope, relatively lean and very tender. Also not costly. Great cut for homemade beef and broccoli. Ooh, I've never thought about making beef and broccoli with tri-tip. You might have just did something. Can you tell I'm fat? You might have just did something. You definitely might have just did something. Nick Friedel is the guy who hated the Bulls, period. Windhorst is just a snobby know-it-all. Yeah, I mean, Brian Windhorst is funny though to me. He's funny because, like, you can tell. Have y'all ever noticed that Brian Windhorst, like, you can tell times where he is struggling to breathe because his suits, that man's suits be tight as hell. And then when he get to cooking, which he be cooking sometimes, you can tell that afterwards, like when they go from the camera, he be over there like, okay, yeah, I'm back. And so, yeah, you know, that like, you can tell that that's what Brian Windhorst does every single time. So, you know, it is what it is there. Klay is damn near geriatric. I mean, he's still averaging 17 points per game. So he's not quite geriatric, but he's getting there. He's definitely getting there. Last time we played the Warriors, Vooch had 50. Really? I don't remember that at all. I'm not even going to act like I remember that, because I don't. I really don't. Mando in the building says Klay is trash. Jesus, I'm trying to be diplomatic about it. God. Those narratives were started when Kobe was thought to not be a true point guard, and they were both thought as shooting guards. I can understand that. I definitely can understand that. Supernatural says, yo, nah, you a wild boy. See, I didn't even go there. Listen, Brian Windhorst, bro, be mad out of breath. And you could tell that, like, I would not be surprised if Brian Windhorst, they literally have an oxygen tank under there, because you can always tell they cut away from Brian Windhorst at the weirdest times. He'd probably be over there like, ooh. Okay, I'm back. Go ahead, come bring it back over. Like, that's crazy. A.TV says, we need Pat to step up tonight. We always need Pat to step up. It's always good when Pat steps up. Klay is too egocentric to play differently. He acts like he's the same player from before his 2019 injury. I mean, it does take time for players to realize, hey, that just ain't me no more. That's just not me anymore. No, he had 43 tied his career high. Okay, that makes sense. Brian Windhorst probably uses a respirator machine at night. Hey, look, listen, definitely. Listen, I shout out to Brian Windhorst. What he's been able to do over his career has been amazing. But Brian Windhorst, definitely, like, you absolutely know for 100% fact, Brian Windhorst has not, never mind, I can't say. See, I'm trying to clean the show up. Y'all would know what joke I'm about to make if you know me. I want to see y'all put it in the chat. Yeah, who knows me the best? What joke was I about to make? Because I'm not going to make the joke because I'm trying to clean the show up. But what joke was I about to make? Because you know that Brian, I'm gonna let y'all think about it. Somebody's gonna know. Do y'all notice Perk be breathing hard? Simply, Perk breathes hard by existing, man. Like, I posted a clip one time. Perk was literally just sitting there. He wasn't even talking. Like literally, like he gives like that sounds my chick make. Like, never mind. Stop. See, I'm trying to clean it up. I'm trying to clean it up. Clay cooked us the one night he dropped so many threes. We still need revenge. That was like 5 years ago, though. See, no, I'm not the one that make feet jokes. You're confusing me with Pat. We indeed don't all look alike. That's racist. That's racist. That's racist. Um, when will these bronzexual fans get it through their heads at the Lakers aren't going to do anything this year? They would be lucky to even get into the plane or the playoff. Jesus Christ, Shay. That's that damn. I mean, listen, the Lakers are probably going to make a trade. And we did a video over on NBA Central today, just talking about the Lakers and the reluctance to come off Austin Reeves and how that's really affecting them. But we'll see. We'll see. Flaming Brian Windhorse is. I mean, he makes it easy. He makes it easier, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's beautiful to see men wearing Spanx and hair extensions. Once y'all wearing heels regularly, you'll know. Wait, what? Wait, what? Who's wearing Spanx? What are we talking about? That's crazy. What's the latest on Zach over there in Chicago? What do you mean? What's the latest on Zach over there in Chicago? He's playing basketball for the Chicago Bulls. Watch Brandon Podzimitsky. I think if that's even how you say it right. Dropped 25 with 4 threes. I wouldn't be surprised on that. Wouldn't be surprised on that. The report is that the Bulls have the highest likelihood of trading for deal. Oh, listen, don't believe that. That was cap. Do not believe that. That was cap. That was absolute cap. Austin Reeves is the new Kobe. You ain't heard. Hey, bro, you know, and we talked about it over on NBA Central. I really do think that they have such PTSD for letting Alex Caruso leave for nothing that they're just like, we got another one. We can't let him go. We can't let him go. We can't. They already missed out on OG Anunoby because reportedly, if they would have just included Austin Reeves in that trade, they would have had OG. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Man girdles, whatever you guys, what, but I'm saying, how did man girdles come up in the conversation? How do we go from basketball to flaming Brian Windhorse to man girdles? Because they don't make a man girdle big enough for Brian Windhorse. They don't. That would indeed be called a steel reinforced girdle, and they just don't make them that big. Like unless they make girdles for hippos, I don't think they got a girdle big enough to fit on Brian Windhorse. I just don't think that they do. I don't believe it. I don't think that's there in history. I just don't believe that they make those. I don't think that is right. I don't think that is right. Golden State Warriors turnover machine. They got to take advantage of those turnovers. Facts. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just like when you see, look, taking advantage of turnovers is like when your girl drops something and you know you gotta smack her ass. Like, man, in the chat, vouch for me. How many times have your girl dropped something and had to bend over to get it that you don't smack her ass? Same thing. When teams turn over the ball, smack their ass. Get the turnover and score on the opposite end of the ball. That's it. That's it. That's what you got to do. See, there goes Shay. Shay just ruined his goddamn streak. You also got to remember what? Come on, bro. Like, bro. Shay, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing, Shay? I need you to be a better conversationalist, bro. Like Shay, one of those people that his mom would be like, "Hey, Shay, you gotta go ahead and wash some dishes." Well, you gotta remember, the Dawn is better than the store brand. You gotta remember that. What are we talking about, bro? Go wash the fucking dishes, man. What are we talking about? What is the difference in the Ring of Honor and the banners and retired jersey numbers? And Jordan should be there tonight, regardless of the circumstances with Pippen. Well, it doesn't have anything to do with Pippen, but a Ring of Honor is complete. So when the jerseys and the Raptors are retired, a Ring of Honor is to honor players that used to play for you without necessarily retiring. So the Bulls aren't retiring numbers anymore. Now they're going to be enshrined in that Ring of Honor. So there you go with that one. I come in and you talk about smacking ass. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Bro, you got to put that on the show shirt. What we doing, bro? Here we go. Listen, Bam. I keep throwing it to people. If you got Photoshop skills or graphic design skills, if you can create a Chicago Bulls Central, what we doing, bro, design to go on t-shirts, I will give you 40% of all t-shirt sales if you can do that. There you go. That's it. There you go. There you go. So those that got graphic design skills, get to designing. We'll have a competition on it. I'll even let people vote on it. The winner gets 40% of all t-shirt sales and $100 off the rip for designing the shirt. There you go on that. So there you go. Let's get this together. If you can design, if you have graphic design skills and you design a what we doing, bro, to go on a t-shirt, I will pay you $100 for the design and 40% of all t-shirt sales will go to you. All you got to do is email it right here. Email it right there. bullcentralpod@gmail.com. I'm trying to make y'all some money. Y'all want to make some money? This is your opportunity. I know some of y'all still hurting from Christmas shopping. I know some of y'all hurting from the strip club, JDH. Get it together. This is an opportunity for y'all to make some money. There you go. There you go. That's all I'm saying. Make a Petty Roosevelt shirt too. Hey, listen, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. I gotta smack my wife as. Wait, hold on. Word that better there, bro, because this can get you like locked up, BD. You can't have a smack my wife quota. Like get that other S in the word ass. Like let's get that other S in there because you could have just got on the list, bro. You could have just got on the list, man. You could have just got on the list, bro. I'm sure you said it, but why isn't Jordan going tonight? Because he don't want to. That's it. Michael Jordan is a billionaire. He don't give a shit. His jersey's already up in the rafters. He don't care. He don't care. Big Disciple says, so D-Rose should be in that Ring of Honor, in my opinion, maybe. Well, keep in mind, so the rules are you have to be retired from basketball for at least 3 years, I believe is what it is. So we got a while to wait on that. So I got you, Haize. Watch, you'll see this name in the coming weeks. All right, Caleb. Listen, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Robin won't be there tonight. Robin is there, isn't he? Didn't I see them post a video? What? Maybe he was saying he wasn't. I didn't get to watch the video because I was streaming, so maybe he won't be there. Oh yeah, it says weather prevented him from being there. Dang, that sucks, man. That sucks. Yeah, we ain't seen a lot of Petty Roosevelt shirt this season. We ain't listen. I haven't had to be Petty Roosevelt a lot. I'm trying to get that together. Haize, I'm going through your closet and snatching all these hats and shirts. No, you're not, because if you come in my house, you're getting shot. Like, let's just be clear here. You come in my house trying to take anything. You try to steal anything. I don't give a damn if you trying to steal a goddamn salt and pepper shaker. You getting shot. Shot. And I'm not talking about shots of liquor. I mean bullets. Shot. But I will say this. So I am planning. I fixed up the walk-in closet. I'm actually planning on filming a walk-in closet tour this summer over the off season. I'm going to do it during the season. And I'm going to show all my Bulls and Bears gear, all the hats, and everything like that. I figured it would be fun, something to do. So there you go. Wait, so we just have to design the what we doing, bro, on a shirt? You just have to send in the design. So it could be a vector or a PNG. You send it to me. I'll put them up and one day during the live. You know what? It all just came together. So you guys know episode 1000. We are 48 days away from episode 1000. It happens on March 1st. So on March 1st, I'll be doing a special live stream for episode 1000, 1,000 straight days of Chicago Bulls Central. And what we'll do is that the designs we get between now and March 1st, I'll let people vote on, and the winning design, the person who designs the winning, the person who designed the one that wins will get $100 cash money. $100, well, probably Cash App. So not actually cash money, but you know what the hell I mean with that one. Cause you're gonna come in Haize house and wake up in front of the heaven gates if you lucky. Hey, listen, the pearly gates will be waiting for you live and in living color. That's for damn sure. That is for damn sure. Haize, you live in Chi-Town and they got open carry out there. Hey, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You getting shot shirt we see with C Red on the heart side. That's absolutely hilarious. That's funny. That's funny. You think Horace feels cheated? His jersey ain't retired? No, because if Horace's jersey retired, then Dennis Rodman needs his jersey retired. So no, no. So yeah, no, I'm good on that. Let's see. No starting lineups yet. Who's this? Luke Longley's at the UC. Shout out to Luke Longley, man. I ate too much sugar and I'm slow as fuck tonight. I'm mentally candy capped, full on sweet tarted. First of all, candy capped is hilarious. I am absolutely still in that. Absolutely 100% still in. You ain't got to worry. You ain't got to ask no questions. It's already written. I'm definitely still in. Definitely still in it. Kobe White is the Aaron Rodgers of the NBA? How? How? Because Aaron Rodgers is a cokehead. I need somebody to explain to me how Kobe White is the Aaron Rodgers of the NBA. Because listen, this pick looks like it smells like feet, corn chips, depression, meth, and downright ass crack. Yeah, that's not Kobe White. Let's not sully the name of Kobe White by saying something like that. We can't do that. That's what we got to stop the Kobe slander. That was slanderous. We got to stop that. We got to stop that. What are we talking about? What are we talking about here? Seeing some of the pics from the pop-up museum, and I'm kind of like the older warm-ups from before the Jordan era with that weird circus tent text on it. They should use that on the future City jersey. They may. You never know. They may. Smells like wet socks and sweaty deer balls. That's funny. That's crazy. That's wild. No, Aaron Rodgers doesn't catch strays. That was directed towards Aaron Rodgers. I told y'all, me and Aaron Rodgers got generational beef. My sons know if you catch Aaron Rodgers slipping, you knock him the fuck out. I'll pay the bail money. I don't give a damn if my 10-year-old sees Aaron Rodgers' kid 30 years from now walking down the street. Beat his ass. We got generational beef. That's it. Generational beef. Aaron Rodgers is a pretty cool guy, and I'm a Bears fan, LOL, just because Pat McAfee. First of all, Aaron Rodgers is not a cool guy. Fuck Aaron Rodgers. What are we talking about? When Wendell Carter Jr. let Tony Bradley go perfect on the field against him, like 7-7, I believe, he was on the Sixers. Next year, Wendell's fate here. When he came off the bench, too, he was clumsy. I mean, listen, Wendell is Wendell, man. He's Wendell. John Collins says, I know it's a Bears question and this is Bulls program. However, I have a question. Do you think Fields could ever said this particular play call is where we're going to play this and not that one? You mean call it audible? You went about the whole wrong way to describe that, brother. Yeah, I mean, listen, they said that he had full reign to call audibles. Let's hope that that's the case. I ain't in tune with football. What did Aaron Rodgers do? Exist on the Packers forever. Damn Haize told his kids that life is the knockout game and Aaron Rodgers is the target. Facts. That's it. Matter of fact, my kids don't get their inheritance unless you smack one of Aaron Rodgers' disciples. I mean, descendants. Somebody got to get smacked. Somebody got to get smacked. It's going in the will. It's going in the will. Photo looked like it smelled like First Brazilian Church and Newports. God damn, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Ease Instrument says Jerry Rice was a cool guy. Aaron, what's cool about Aaron Rodgers? Like what? Like really? What's cool about Aaron Rodgers? Nothing at all. Aaron Rodgers sucks ass. Had to try not to giggle when Aaron Rodgers' Achilles snapped. Now, see, now I don't laugh at people getting injured. As much as I hate Aaron Rodgers, I did not laugh at him getting injured. But I believe karma is undefeated. That's all I'm going to say. Karma is undefeated. Sanford, Maryland, Green Bay, Chicago beef. Pause. Whoa. Whoa. If I smack Aaron Rodgers, will you pay my bill? I mean, you're a grown ass man, bro. You gotta figure that out yourself. I'll come pick you up. I'll come pick you up. Rodgers looked like a guy who, when he gets high, tries to. Okay, wow, whoa! I should have preferred that. How did we go? What? That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, let's see. We got the starting lineups out because this didn't turn dark. It has very much so turned dark. Nope, still no starting lineups out for the Chicago Bulls. That's crazy. When Embiid posted that shit on IG, I always go back to the vid where Kawhi made him cry. That's funny. That's actually funny. Aaron Rodgers smells like river water in JDH's tongue. That's funny. That's actually pretty funny. It's actually really fucking funny. Aaron Rodgers looked like he do mess sitting on the ledge of a cliff. My insides cross. Wow. What? Why? That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, off Aaron Rodgers. Let's stop talking about washed up quarterbacks. Let's move on, man. Hope Aaron Rodgers falls down the flight of steps. But outside of that, it is what it is there. Aaron Rodgers looked like he do. I already read that one. At this point, how do we handle Ball ever coming back anyway? It makes it much harder to determine rotation. It doesn't, because when Lonzo Ball comes back, he's coming off the bench because he's not going to start after missing 2 years of basketball. So that's it. What's your opinion on Shaq being the most dominant player of the 90s? I mean, one Michael Jeffrey Jordan played in the 90s, so no. Hey, his thoughts on Club Shay Shay with Cat Williams interview. That was hilarious. It was, listen, as an interviewer, that's one of those interviews while you're going on, you're like, hey man, this is about, like, he's gained, what did they say, like 600,000 subs since that episode dropped. Shout out to Shay Shay. Starters are out. Kobe, Zach, Caruso, DeMar, Vooch is still your starting five for tonight. So there you guys go. Kobe, Zach, Caruso, DeMar. Oh yeah, all right, just read that. So that is your starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls tonight. And this is a team where you can get away with that starting lineup, right? I know everybody hates small ball. I understand, and I'm not saying I disagree with you, but this is the type of game where you can get away with small ball lineups. That's all I'll say. You can get away with them in this game. So, Shaq is the most dominant player ever. Sandrocco, go Bulls. Listen, I've seen Ben Wallace completely stop Shaq, so I can't say that. Brian Scalabrine is clearly the most dominant. You know what? No, Tony Bradley is clearly the most. When you can convince a grown man to carry you to the bench because you're just that dominant, and you just say, "Hey, bitch, carry me to the bench," that makes you the most dominant player ever. Because that's what happened, right? Steven Jackson hated on Shay Shay interview, saying that he let Cat off the hook and would have done more. Steven Jackson could shut the hell up. Bulls IG just posted a vid of Robin emotionally apologizing for not being able to make it tonight because of the weather. Love that, man. Well, they posted it to Twitter like 30 minutes ago. So, yo, Haize, I feel like this will be a close game. It probably will be. I mean, that's not anything to you can bet like that with anything against Shaq. I mean, against when it comes to the Bulls. What's good, Haize? Check the stats from OKC in that crazy win. I love to see the Bulls play together like that. If Shaq wanted to kill Ben, then Ben would be rolled me. Nope, that's completely false. And you had to watch that series. Ben Wallace completely shut Shaq down in that series. You can't just say, because if he wanted to, he would have. What, your team got swept, and you're just saying that, hey, he just didn't want to do it? No, then that still makes you not dominant. If you could do it and don't, I ain't trying to hear that. Ben Wallace gave Shaq the business that playoff series and other playoff series as well. Steven Jackson is being carried by Matt Barnes on All the Smoke. That's crazy. You know what? I honestly don't watch that or even listen to that show consistently. I just don't. Mark this as a loss because whenever a team holds a ceremony, the home team usually loses, but hopefully we win. I mean, who got the stats on that? Who got the stats on that? I'm not even talking about that series, but still, I'm talking about when the Bulls swept them. I'm talking about when the Bulls swept them. Tim Duncan, Yao Ming, Hakeem the Dream, Ben Wallace, and Dennis Rodman stopped and even dominated Shaq. Oh, and you got to remember, Dennis Rodman did absolutely used to give Shaq that business. So yeah, no, that whole thing of if Shaq wanted to, if you wanted to, you would have. I'm not gonna give nobody no credit saying, well, he just didn't do it because he wanted to. If Draymond Green playing, or is his bitch ass still suspended? No, he's not suspended anymore. I don't think, but he's out with injury, I believe. Maybe he is still suspended, but he's not playing in this game. They already said he's not playing. But all right, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and work. No, you know what? Fuck it. We ain't wrapping it up yet. I'm still in this bitch. So there you go. Raise your hand if you ever wore a pair of Shaqs from Walmart. Hey, bro, listen, that's a level of brokenness that nobody should ever experience. I'm sorry. Like, never, never. A pair of Shaqs? Come on, man. What we doing out here, bro? Have more pride in yourself than wearing a pair of Shaqs. Like, that's crazy. That's like people who used to wear FUBU shoes. Like, what we doing out here, bro? What is we talking about? What are we talking about? Shaq shoes. That's crazy. Shaq shoes. How did Draymond get hurt when he's at the house? Hey, man, listen, he tugged a little bit too hard. This is what it is. I love my Shaqs as a kid. You ain't know no better. You didn't know any better, Jose. I can't hold that against you. No, he's not suspended, just ramping up to get game ready. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Steve-O's young. Sometimes I love my brother Steve-O, but Steve-O says things every once in a while that he just reminds you, like, oh, yeah, you young. Jay Lee says Bulls win by 15 plus. I don't care. Just get the dub. Just get the dub. Luke came all the way from Australia to the event, and Jordan couldn't even be bothered when he we got to stop with that. I hate hyperbole and stuff because that's just if he couldn't be bothered, he wouldn't have even sent in the video. It just is what it is. It is what it is. What was worse, Shaq shoes or Kazam? Man, those are both very bad. Both very, very bad. Love Kerr, but can't stand Draymond Green. That's funny. it sounds like that. Shaq was Steve-O Speaks' fave rapper as a kid too. Hey man, like I said, I love my brother Steve-O, but sometimes Steve-O be tripping. Now, don't none of y'all talk about Steve-O because I will flame your ass, but he be tripping. Draymond was in the house committing hard fouls on his fan, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Of course, Jordan wasn't going to be at the Ring of Honor. He's trying to ruin his son's way. That's crazy. Shaq Fu was I got to disagree with you there. Shaq Fu, maybe it was just me being a kid. That Shaq Fu game, I loved. I beat that game a bunch of times. I actually really did like that game. I really did like Shaq Fu. Shaq Fu, I enjoyed Shaq Fu the game, bro. Would you like to see Charles Oakley at a Bulls event? I think he's there tonight. I definitely think he's there tonight. Draymond fouled his wife. They called. Whoa, okay, wait, hold on. What we? No Jonathan Majors. No Jonathan Majors. Master P. No. Y'all remember Baby had those lug shoes? Those were worse. Those lug baby shoes, man, that was crazy. That was wild. But all right, y'all. Now we're going to go ahead and get ready to wrap it up. Games in 15 minutes, man. I'll be back at halftime. I love you guys. See Red, go Bulls, all that good stuff, man. Peace, y'all.